Are you a Princess Cruiser wondering about the latest updates? In this video, we are going to be going through the new protocols from Princess as well as the tips and tricks that you absolutely need to know for your 2021 and 2022 bookings. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about everything Princess Cruises. So that's going to mean we're going to look at the updates for the fleet, we're going to look at the new protocols, and we're also going to look at, well, the unique advantage that Princess has with the Ocean Medallion program. Finally, we're going to look at what you need to know for your 2021 and your 2022 bookings, all those tips and tricks and really those details that you absolutely must know. Now, before I get started, I did want to mention that if you do like this video, if you find it helpful or enjoyable in any way, please do give the video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And of course, please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not done so already. Let's get started. So let's start first with what we know about cruise cancellations. So Princess Cruises has canceled their cruises in North America until the end of December 2020. And this is the same thing as every other cruise line right now in North America that is part of CLIA, the Cruise Line International Association. And that is because the CDC, even though they lifted their no-sail order, they did put in place a conditional, a framework for conditional sailing. So there are quite a lot of things that the cruise lines have to do to resume sailing, and that includes having trial sailings and a few different things. I'll leave a video all about this at the end if you'd like to take a look at what it will take, but this is what we know so far. In addition to that, we do know that Princess Cruises in Australia, their cruises are suspended until the end of May. Now, in terms of fleet updates, this has been a big year for Princess Cruises. Unfortunately, we've lost the Golden Princess and the Star Princess. They have moved on to P&O Australia. That was a plan that was supposed to happen, but unfortunately that happened a little bit earlier than was in the plan, and that did result in some cancellations for some people that are sailing with Princess. If that has affected you, please let me know. I know a lot of people loved those cruise ships. And a little bit before that, of course, we lost the Sea Princess and the Sun Princess, who have actually been sold off, and they are not with the fleet or even with any part of the sister companies anymore. However, in good news, we did get the Enchanted Princess. That is an absolutely stunning ship that is part of the Royal class, and that will surely be a ship that many of us will be very, very happy to sail on. And into next year, we expect the Discovery Princess to come out, so lots of good things coming to the fleet. So in terms of new protocols for sailing, Princess has released quite a lot of updates on this so we can know what to expect. And there is going to be a big emphasis, of course, on cleanliness, on sanitation, on screening, so that cruises are really as healthy and as safe as possible. So I'll quickly go through a few of these items, but one thing to keep in mind, and Princess points this out, is that a lot of things can actually change as there are new technologies, as there are new treatments, all of those different things. These things will change over time. So keep in mind, this is at the very beginning, but things will lessen, things will ease, things will adapt over time. So let's talk about embarkation. So at embarkation, there will be testing for all passengers and crew, and it looks like that will be shoreside, and that's based on the new CDC framework for conditional sailing. As well, there will be a health questionnaire, and there will be a touchless temperature check. So just making sure that everybody who's getting on the ship is as healthy as possible. Now, sometimes people have asked, will I have to wear masks on a cruise? So yes, we will have to wear masks as well. And Princess does say that this will be where we cannot socially distance or physical distance. The air filtration systems are being enhanced, and there will be fresh air brought in every few minutes. The buffet, that will be a little bit different. It will now be crew served, and we can expect that there will be hand washing stations and hand sanitizers in several places all around the cruise ship. The disinfecting of the cabins of the public areas will be enhanced as to what it was before, which was already quite good, but it now will be at a higher level, and they are using new technologies as well. So a change to cruise ships, which is a little bit controversial, but it is what it is we are going to have to book our excursions directly with Princess. And this is the same across all of the cruise lines. And this is, of course, so that they can keep that safety bubble that they have on the cruise ship, that they can keep that on at the cruise ports as well. Now, also in good news is that the medical area and the isolation areas are going to be updated and enhanced to make sure that it is just safer for passengers and crew on board the ship. Now, of course, new information is coming out all the time about this. And when the cruise line is ready to sail, I'm sure that we will hear more, but I'd love to know what your questions are about this. So please leave them in the comments below. Phew! Okay, we got the hard stuff out of the way. Now let's talk about something really, really good. Let's talk about Medallion class ships and the Ocean Medallion technology. Have you sailed on an Ocean Medallion ship? Please let me know in the comments below what you liked, what were the best things about it, maybe what you didn't like, any questions you have. Let me know all of this. But the nice thing about this Ocean Medallion is that Medallion class really has a unique advantage for Princess Cruises. And of course, right now, during this time, we are looking at cruise lines really wanting to use touchless technology, and Princess already has this at least on most of their cruise ships. Not all of them, but on most of their cruise ships. So let's talk about Ocean Medallion a little bit more. So the Medallion, of course, is a wearable device, and you could wear it either on a wristband like this that you can buy right on the Princess ship, or you can buy it and you can have it shipped to you before the cruise. Otherwise, it will come on a lanyard and you can wear it that way. And there are a few different ways you can wear it too, with a necklace, all different accessories if you do want. But basically, by wearing this wearable device, it will open your door for you. So it's really quite convenient. But at the same time, the other things that it will do is that when you're on the ship, you can actually have food and drinks delivered to you anywhere on the ship. And we actually did that on our last cruise, where we were in the buffet and we ordered an omelet and it wasn't ready immediately, which was no problem. And we decided to eat like way over on the other side of the ship, outside near the pool. And the waiter ended up bringing it right to us, and he was able to know where we were based on the fact that we had this medallion. So that was really super convenient. Now, on the app, so before you go on the cruise, when you do your online check-in, you can actually choose an embarkation time. So that will be part of the technology. On the ship as well, you could actually use your device. And let's say you have a smartphone or an iPad, you can actually play casino games if you want, or other games on it. So those are all things. As well, you could even reserve. So when we do start cruising again with Princess, we do know that we're going to have to maybe reserve for shows, maybe reserve even for dining time. So all of that can be done right on your device or even on your stateroom TV. Oh, and something really good. One of the things that a lot of us don't love on a cruise is just one of those things we have to do. It's very important. It's about safety. So we do it, of course. And personally, I don't complain about it because I know we have to do it and I know how important it is. But if there was a better way, wouldn't we love that? So now with the Ocean Medallion technology, they can actually have those safety drills. We can watch the safety video in our cabin or on our mobile device, on our phone or iPad. And then once we go through all of the safety information, we can simply meet down at our muster station. We can meet a crew member and we can just make sure that we've gone through it and that we know all the safety information, but we don't have to meet anymore for that larger muster drill. So that is all something that is part of the Ocean Medallion technology. Now, if you're new to Princess or you just haven't sailed yet on a Medallion class ship, I will leave a blog post for you below with 21 things you'll want to know about cruising with the Ocean Medallion. So here are a few things that you'll want to know for your cruise bookings for 2021 and 2022. And this will include a few tips and tricks on how to really get the very best deals and some new programs that have come out with Princess. First thing, well, Princess now has a more all-inclusive way of cruising. So if you are somebody who likes a beverage package, Wi-Fi, and free gratuities, you are going to want to look into the Princess plus fare. Now, this fare is often just a little bit more than the regular base fare, and yet it includes so much. So do take a look at that to see if that's a good value to you. I know for us, we personally find that for the way we like to cruise, we found it to be the absolute best value. Now, the beverage package, just to let you know, is the premium beverage package. And on Princess, this means that it includes up to a maximum of 15 alcoholic drinks per day. So this can include wine, cocktails, beer, unlimited soft drinks, coffee, it includes, and water bottles. So this is something we really like. And of course, like I mentioned, Wi-Fi and gratuities. Now, if that is not something that has a great value to you, perhaps because you're not going to be drinking or you're going to be bringing your own wine on board, well, then you might want to look at the regular Princess fare, which is the Princess Saver program. So if you are a first responder or if you are a medical professional in the United States, there is a really good offer for you. Princess is now offering up to $250 as an onboard credit to you. Now, you do need to fill in a form on their website by November 30th. So if you are watching this video after that point, do check on their website to see if they did extend it. Sometimes they do that. And this is good for existing bookings as well. So do check into this if you are working in a medical profession in any way. So here are a few other tips for you, especially in this situation, booking now with Princess. So one thing that I would recommend is that when you are looking at booking your future cruise, that you do book with a refundable deposit. That is with any cruise line, including Princess, but that just gives you the maximum flexibility in this situation. Secondly, is do take a look at Princess Easy Air. Now, when you're looking at flights, if you book with a different, with an airline separately, the disadvantage to that is that you usually have to pay for those flights up front. Whereas when you book with Easy Air for your cruise, you don't actually have to pay for it until your final payment. So that gives you a lot of options, especially if you're booking for an advance and you're not 100% sure of what the next year or so will bring. Now, I will give you a little tip, and that is to make sure that you book flexible air. If you book restricted air, that could really limit you. So please do not do that. Always flexible air for Easy Air. So you might be wondering about cancellation policies. Now, due to the situation, Princess has implemented much more flexible cancellation policies, and I think they're actually some of the most flexible in the cruise industry. As an example, your final payment date. Now, in the past, final payment dates were 75 days before a cruise and even sometimes longer, whereas now Princess Cruises has set them at 60 days before the cruise. Now, this is if you book before the end of April 2021, but being able to have your final payment at just 60 days before does offer a lot more flexibility if you are booking now for the future. As well, if you book before January 30th, 2021, you'll actually be able to have the more flexible cancellation or the Book with Confidence program, where you can actually cancel your cruise up to 30 days before the cruise, and any penalties that you would have that are normal within your booking, they would become future cruise credits, so that wouldn't be lost. Now, do keep in mind, this can be extended, so always take a look at the cruise line website to just see what the policy is at that time. Now, because I always want to make sure that you know about the very best deals and promotions, right now with Princess, as I'm filming this, there's a sale going on called the Fall Frenzy Sale. And this offers you up to an additional $200 per stateroom onboard credit. Now, this sale is going on up until November 23rd. So if you're watching this video after it finishes, do check on the Princess website. But if you were seeing this before, do check with your travel agent or with Princess, because this additional onboard credit is on top of all the other promotions and is on top of any additional benefit, any additional onboard credit that your travel agent even might have. So I hope this video has been helpful to you if you are sailing with Princess in 2021 or 2022, or if you're thinking of it. Now, please let me know what cruise you are planning on doing. Please let me know in the comments below. And if you did like this video, please do give the video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And of course, please do consider subscribing to the channel if you have not done so already. Just there, down below. Thanks so much for watching, and happy future cruising.